Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is for 5 tips using which you can become sub 30, which means you'll be able to solve this 3x3 Rubik's Cube under 30 seconds. So let's go. The first and the most important tip is that you have to learn any speed cubing method. So you can learn either CFOP or ROO, and ZZ is also there in one option, but I would not recommend it highly as it is not much speed cubing method. And yeah, so preferred one is CFOP, and you can even learn ROO, but ROO has really great amount of algorithms to learn, so I would recommend CFOP. And now I'll be showing you all how to solve this cube using CFOP. This is not a tutorial, just I'm gonna show you some steps. And this is much faster than the beginner's method, as in the beginner's method first we did daisy, and after the daisy we made the white cross, but here we are gonna directly make the white cross, and that will be helpful in many ways. So the white cross is made, and if you learn advanced cross tips, then you'll be able to make the cross under 7 or 8 moves. Alright, so the first step was cross, second step is F to L. It means we are going to solve the first two layers simultaneously. First, what we are going to do is make a pair of corner piece of first layer and the edge piece which will be going on the second layer of the same slot, and we will be pairing them in the top layer, and we will be inserting them into the slot. This is first two layers first pair, and if we do all the 4 pairs, then our first 2 layers would be solved. You can even learn advanced algorithms to solve the F2. And yeah, now the third step is OLL. In OLL, what we do is first we make the cross and use one algorithm to orient it. Orienting, which means bringing the yellow side of all pieces of the top layer facing above. And then what we do is we do PLL, which means we position them into the correct places, which is permitting the last layer. And yeah, this was really important tip, and you have to learn either CFOP or ROO. And if you want to learn CFOP, then the link for the video is given in the description. The next tip is learn as much as finger tricks as possible. Now yeah, we have to learn finger tricks because we can do algorithm more efficiently using them, and they don't waste our time for regrip. If we learn more finger tricks, then we would not regrip, and regrip is also an important term which you should know. So regrip is a term that how we hold the cube. We are holding like this, and regrip means we are again just holding it from another way. And now finger tricks, I'm gonna show you all some and the most basic easy finger tricks to know. Alright, so for you, I usually do pointer finger, and for you prime, the left hand's pointer finger, and R, of course we just move a hand, and L. And D, I do with this finger, D, and M move, which is middle layer, I do with this M, and if we have to do M2, then I would use first this finger and then this. Alright, so these were some easy finger tricks which you should know right now, and on to the next tip. The third tip is avoid as much as regrips as possible. Now yeah, this is a really important tip because regrips are waste of time. We have to avoid them, and I told you all earlier that we have to use as much as finger tricks as possible to avoid regrips, and sometimes we may have to regrip, but I'm gonna show you some ways that how should we avoid it. Alright, so this is an F12 case where we have to do RUR prime U prime to solve the case. But if you have hold the cube like this, then you will say, some of the people may say that we have to regrip, but no, there are many ways to avoid regrips. For example, I'm doing R move, and then I can do with left hand pointer finger just by pushing like this and then doing R prime. So that was an easy way, just like that. And another way, which is way much easier than this, is that when we do R, we can use our pointer finger, right hand pointer finger, like this, and then do R prime. So this was some of the ways to avoid regrips, and you can learn many by watching some YouTube videos of professional cubers. And the fourth tip is avoid as much as rotations as possible. Now, yeah, sub 30 is not much easier to become than sub 40, but here we have to avoid rotations. For example, this case, intuitive solvers will do just rotate and then do this, rotate and then do R. But to avoid it, we can easily just do some moves. For example, this is the case right now, and we don't have to rotate it like this, but we can do U move and take this over here and then pair it. And of course, you can learn some F12 algorithms to avoid rotations. For example, you can insert an F12 pair in the back. Now this is one F12 pair. For inserting, you would turn 2 times the cube and insert it. But some people may just do not rotate the cube and insert it without rotating and inserting in the back using this algorithm. And this is really easier if you just use this in some of your solves. And yeah, many people were facing problem to solve this case in the back. And how are we gonna do it? When this case is there but into the back slot, we have to insert it. Then we'll use one algorithm which is mirrored. So that would be R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R. This is paired and we can insert it into back slot using U2, R prime, U, then R. See, it's inserted. So the fifth and the last tip is actually not much important, but if you are really struggling to be sub 30, then you should know this tip. And actually it is useful because afterwards you are gonna learn F12 algorithms. Now yeah, the fifth and the last tip is learn F12 algorithms, some in which you face problem. For example, I was facing problem in this case earlier, but then I learned the F12 algorithm for this, and this algorithm said that U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, and this is way much faster than I did intuitively. And the F12 algorithms are useful because when they are at the back, then also we can just solve it and insert it into the back slot. And yeah, that is really helpful in some situations. And now I'll be telling some of the F12 algorithms which I think that you might face problem to solve. This is one of the case, and in the F12 video I have told you all that we have to separate this and then pair it. But yeah, we are gonna separate it now also, but in different way. So while separating, I told you all to do U2, but now I'll just do U prime and then again take it above, and we can see it's simple case to solve using RUR prime, and that is the best case I have known, and this F12 algorithm is really helpful. So this is another F12 algorithm which is really helpful. You may have a great solution for this, but using the algorithm you can just do it really quickly. Alright, so for this case I recommend one algorithm, which is R U2 R prime U prime R U R prime, and that is really fast. I think that you would be also using this algorithm only, but if we learn algorithm then we can execute it really quickly, and this is way much faster than we think. And yeah, these were my 5 best tips for how to become sub 30, and hope you liked the video. If this video really helped you and you became sub 30, then please like the video, and if you wanna get more videos like this, then please subscribe. This will help me a lot to upload more videos like this. Thank you. Bye bye.